On the Studebaker Proving Ground, South Bend, Indiana, the new model cars are driven until their performance satisfies rigid requirements and standards. This year's Studebaker has a new man in the driver's seat. He is President Sherwood H. Egbert. His passenger here is Mr. E.J. Harding, Vice President and Chief Engineer. Together, they check out the product firsthand before approval for production is given. Already in his first year as Studebaker's president, Mr. Egbert has effected a tremendous impact and evoked an almost legendary loyalty. He's been referred to in the national press as a cyclone, a giant killer, and described by Fortune magazine as one of the most imaginative and aggressive young executives on the American business scene. Studebaker employees have already learned not to be surprised to find their president in any section of the company at any time of the day or night. He's equally at home in shirt sleeves or behind his administrative desk.
There you are, Martha. Over the past several years, I know that many of you dealers have been to Studebaker here in South Bend and visited our facilities. But since February, we have begun a new era of Studebaker, a Studebaker that has changed considerably. We have, in the past few weeks, under forest draft, put together a film that will bring you some of the highlights of what is going on here today. We realize that each of you have a real investment in Studebaker and are looking forward to the profitable future, and to give you the assurance that we are doing something here at Studebaker, we are going to show you in these films some real progress. Here at this division, in starting right at the grassroots, we have begun with a cleanup campaign in which we have now spread some 25,000 gallons of paint through 6.5 million square feet of plant space. It's a new look, and it's a new spirit that you see here at Studebaker today, a new aggressive pace. Our employees, our supervision, are up on their toes and running to see that you get the finest quality merchandise that we can build. We are already testing our 1963 cars on the proving ground track today. Our 1964, our 1965 cars are being designed and will be built in Switzerland. In fact, we have two different designers building these cars so that we get two different ideas of the cars of the future. Let's come back now to Studebaker Today, and we have our leading news commentator of the area, Mr. Bob Young, who's going to give you a word-by-word description and a pictorial view of our factory as it is today.